All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for April 16th through the 22nd, 2026. But the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. First card out is Shine Your Light. Time to shine, be the star in the spotlight. Second card out is Just Rest. Take time to rest, exhaustion, rejuvenate, relax. Next card is They Can Win With You or Watch You Win. Either way, you're winning. Victory, success, it's your time to shine. And last card out is He Said, She Said, I Roll. The streets are talking. What's new? Who cares? Let them talk. Focus on what makes you happy. You cannot please everyone. Keep growing, keep glowing. Don't read or respond to negative comments. Just keep hearing rise and shine. Rise and shine, rise and shine. Wake up, it's time to shine. You will no longer be overlooked. Like in your past, it seems like you were really good at being behind the scenes, being hidden, blending into their surroundings, kind of doing the chameleon, not drawing attention to yourself, not standing out, not being the center of attention. Like these were things that you purposely tried to avoid. And it's still kind of it like I said, this is hermit energy. You're very introverted. This is introverted energy. And really honestly, those who are the most authentic, powerful people, the most with the most superb, extraordinary gifts and abilities. This is the type of energy that we have, right? It's very much this like I'd rather not I'd rather not draw attention to myself kind of energy. It's very much this um, power behind the thrones kind of energy, kind of working behind the curtain, working backstage type of thing, rather than being in front of the camera. It's like you preferred to be the one working the camera, or you preferred to be, you know what I mean, like in on the back end of production. But it feels like God Source Universe is going to make you center stage, is going to put you, you're going to become the star of the show here. Truthfully, you've always been the star of the show, but like they were just, you were just being prepared for it. You know, you had to gather the Dragon Balls, you had to collect the Infinity Stones, you had to go through the trials and tribulations, the rites of passage, the initiations, you had to go through the fire to be forged even greater, you had to learn the things, you had to be able to spot the fakes and the nefarious energies and the entities, you had to learn to box, you had to learn to fight, you had to learn to wield the sword, right? It's like Inuyasha trying to figure out how to use the Tetsaiga at every new level up that the Tetsaiga came into, or like Sashomaru. Sashomaru had to, you know, figure out how to use Tenseiga, you know, for its healing abilities and to open up the path to the underworld and these things of this nature, right? There were tests and trials and tribulations that both Inuyasha and Sashomaru had to go through, lessons that had to be learned in order to master each new level up of their swords. But in this case for you, it is your swords, right? But it is the mind, the intellect, it's your mental gifts and abilities. The things that you're learning are from your mind. You've had to go through these things to be able to learn how to master your mind and your mental gifts and abilities, right? So the talking about the swords, if you don't know about Inuyasha, check it out. Inuyasha, the final act, is the series that I'm into right now, but it's this was the most accurate description because both of the brothers had to learn as their swords evolved, and as your gifts evolve, you've had to learn and will still have to learn how to utilize, master, and put these gifts and abilities to use, how to utilize them properly, right? So it feels like in the past, this was kind of the things that you were going through. This was the stage that was kind of set for you, the learning battlefield, if you will, the training ground, if you will, for establishing the foundational tools and skills to be able to be in this center stage position and be able to effortlessly use and command your abilities at will so that you can navigate in this new realm that you're in this new position that you're in this new space that you're in, right? So it feels like this is what a lot of your past energy was kind of like being in the behind the scenes and people kind of like overlooking you, people not really noticing you, you kind of being invisible to the world because you were for quite some time while you were going through the training and the rites of passage and the trials, you know, of becoming worthy of these gifts and abilities that you are unlocking and have been unlocking within yourself at this point in time. So with that being said, and with you coming upon completion of this, you are going to be moved more into a position of where people see you, are able to perceive you more, and you will be required to utilize, show what you know. Show what you know. You will be pushed out into the center stage to show what you know, to lead, to guide, to help others. And your biggest task is to always remember to stay humble and of service, and to know that the trials and the work on yourself does not stop ever. You will forever be your greatest project. You will forever be your greatest task, mission. You have always You always have to stay devoted to becoming the better version of you, always. Stay humble and grounded, and use your gifts and abilities to help the highest good of all. And you will always be taken care of as long as you are staying in alignment with that. It's very easy to go from Hierophant energy into devil energy, so you have to keep it in check. Keep yourself in check. Keep your habits, your thoughts, your mind, your vessel in check as you move forward with this. Moving on to the present position, you are tired. You're exhausted. You're still trying to recover. You're still going through a whole lot of shifts and changes, of upgrades, of downloads, of purging, of excavating, of extractions, of healing. There is an immense amount of healing that needs to take place within you, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, over the next 2.5 months. And during this time, you will exhibit many symptoms that are going to be seemingly unexplainable to the naked eye, or to those who don't have the ability to understand spiritual information, because there will be spiritual cues, there will be spiritual information that is channeled through you and some providers, right? I am saying some because there's not that many, but it does feel like the energy of maybe 2 or 3 select individuals who are practitioners, like of actual medicine, like they're doctors, um, that will be spiritually in tune with you, who will have the contract and mission to help you, right? But ultimately, you will need to trust yourself and the guidance and intuition that you are getting whenever you get them, whenever you get it, above all else. Trust where you're led to go, trust who you're led to see, trust what you're led to say, trust what you're led to do, trust what you're led to not say or do. And know that whatever decision that you make for yourself in this situation at this time regarding your health, your well-being, and what steps that you need to take next is right for you. But you are exhausted, and your body, physical body, spiritual body, energetic body, are going through a lot of changes and shifts right now as you are coming into this this new power. Uh, this is it's I don't know how to explain it in understandable terms. Almost like leaving one body into the next body, right? But you're doing it in a physical body. It's like when a Pokemon evolves. I don't know how else to explain this here. It's like you're evolving, right? But you're doing it like in real time, while a whole bunch of other stuff. There's just a lot that's happening with you at one time right now, and your physical body is exhausted, and you need to really go easy on yourself for the next 2 months. Spend a lot of time kind of just like chilling, doing like light exercise, light things, um, not really putting a whole lot of pressure or stress on your physical body, right? Go outside and sit and let the wind hit your face, or play with your dogs or your animals, whatever kind of animals you have. If you don't have some animals, go look at some birds, look at the birds, take in nature, uh, do things that soothe your soul, whether it be dance, whether it be coloring, whether it be singing, whether it be swimming, whether it be boxing, whatever the case may be. Do things that are soul nourishing for you during this time, and nurture yourself like a newborn baby, right? Take care of yourself as you would an infant, because you're on burnout. You're it's not even burnout, like this is your physical body is beat, because there's a lot that's taking place right now for you. So just be mindful of that. Go easy on yourself, and don't put unnecessary stress on you to perform or to do things that require you to expend an unnecessary amount of energy that you don't have. Just feels like there's a lot of people who are wishy-washy. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like wishy-washy energy of like one foot in, one foot out. Are you with me? Are you not? Like there's no room for it's also like, who's checking on you while you down? You know? Because the you need people that are going to be around you, rally around you when they can just feel that something's off with you. When they understand you, when they understand the unspoken, when they're there for you, when you not being your usual self, right? When they get you and they're not trying to make it about themselves, when they can clearly tell that you down, like this also there it's like there's also a group of people who are indecisive about you. They don't know whether they want to be loyal to you, commit to you, like, and not even just in like a like not like just a romantic situation. This is just as like showing up as a decent friend that you know whether they don't know whether or not they can do the work within themselves to stay committed to you, to stay connected to you. And you cannot drag people along who don't want to help themselves. And I feel like this is something that as a super empath, as a clairsentient, overly feeling being, as a projector, this is something that I know really well. And I've had to have many come to the table, bring every part of me to the table moment, and sit down with all parts of me and be like, look, we only taking willing participants out here in these streets. And because you end up getting hurt and become bitter when other people, when you're trying to help people and they want to fight you along the way, right? So take it from me, do not, I hate saying this, but don't waste your time waiting for people or trying to help people who don't want to help themselves. If individuals on their own are not committed to trying to do the work to become their highest and best self every single day, if they're not committed to their growth, to their healing, to their understanding of self, to their analyzation and introspection of self every single day, if they're not willing to objectively look at what their weaknesses and their strengths are, and also understand what's going on energetically, spiritually, emotionally within the world as themselves, if they would rather ostrich and be like, no, no, this isn't going on type of situation, you can't do nothing with that. You can do nothing with that. You need people who are just as committed to becoming their higher self as friends, as business partners, as potential romantic prospects as you are. You need people who are as equally yoked in every way, committed to themselves in every way, to their healing, to their growth, to their spiritual ascension as you are, because you will continue to experience hurt, ghosting, loss, this like wishy-washy type energy with these people, where it's like you don't know where you stand with them, and that's a terrible place to be. I hate ambiguity within any realm or sector with any kind of relationship with people. I need to know objectively where I stand with somebody, like off top. If you don't like me, cool, that's fine. We ain't got to be friends, but don't try to kiki in my face, be buddy buddy like with me in my face, and then be like, that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, say it with your chest. If you don't like me, say it with your chest. And that's the type of energy that y'all need to have with your people around you. Objectively cut out anybody that you have to like. Do you do you like me or not? Like, because anybody that's giving you like backhanded compliments or like passive aggressive situation, cut that shit out. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. You need people that are going to that want to see you win and that are trying to help themselves win as well, right? So they can win with you or they can watch you win, but either way, you're going to win because you are committed to your growth and your healing and your ascension, right? You're doing what you need to do. Don't worry about what other people are or are not doing. Those who are committed and those who are equally yoked to you will come along. And that's bringing me over here to the he said, she said, eye rolls, the streets are talking. Because it feels like this is what I'm saying. You got people who are like smiling in your face, and then as soon as you turn around, they're like that bitch, or like this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like mad because you doing good, mad because you're going through shit, but you don't wear the shit that you are going through. You know what I mean? It's like they're mad because regardless how much external pressures or circumstances weigh down on you, you shoulder the burden effortlessly and it doesn't tear you down. That's that shit that I'm talking about. Like, you don't need these kind of people or these kind of energies around you. And it's not hard to spot them. Like, if people can't be bothered to hit the like button on something that you have posted, like if you know that they have watched something that you have watched that you have posted, or like if you see them commenting or something, you know what I mean? Like there's so many ways that you can support somebody that these people are specifically choosing to not support you, right? In the most freest of ways. And I understand, like, everybody has their lives, everybody's got shit going on, right? But these are people who, they don't put their phone down ever. They are constantly connected to social media. They are constantly looking at your stuff. They know what you're doing. They're always checking your stories. They on your shit all the time. These people that I'm talking about, they watch you like a damn hawk. They know you. They know what you're doing. They look at your shit the moment that it's posted. A story, a post, whatever the case may be, a thread, a tweet, whatever it is. They the first ones with eyeballs on it, but they don't ever hit that like button. Listen to me. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, but what they're looking for is for you to be like, oh, I've given up. I've given up. Like they want to see you down bad. They want to see you like looking down and decrepit, beat down, and but it's like the opposite. You going through shit, but you don't look like it, and you still in good spirits, and that's just pissing them off. Like that's this type of energy. The amount of energy that they put into watching you, they could put into to making themselves better, to healing, to growing. The amount of time and effort that it takes to watch your shit constantly and be angry because you're quote unquote doing better than them. Like, they could easily just take that and pour that back into themselves and heal and get on your level. Be where you're at. But instead they want to be spiteful, they want to be jealous, they want to be envious, they want to be angry, they want to be mad, they want to be all the things because you are committed to you. That's unfortunate. But you can't please everybody, and you will never please everybody. And you need to always focus on just doing what makes you happy and F everything else. Yeah, you're always going to want to do what's best for the highest good of all, right? But in this, do what makes you happy, post what makes you happy, Do the things that come to your mind, post it, and don't have the reserves of, oh, what if this, this upsets me. People are upset with you just existing. People are mad that you just exist, that your light continues to permeate the atmosphere and the collective consciousness just because you exist. People are already upset over it. Speak your truth, talk your shit, post your shit, and be happy about it. Live your truth. Do what brings you happiness and joy. And pamper yourself, love yourself, and shine your light even brighter than their damn face. Turn it up a couple lumens. Get fire on these bitches. The card that I have at the bottom of the deck is Reflect, Introspection, Deep Thought, and Analyze. It seems like when you go within and allow yourself to sit in the wee hours of the morning, that's when you're going to receive the most guidance on this here that's going on, this energy that I mentioned at the beginning. Go back and rewatch the beginning of this if you need to, but you will get the guidance and clarity you need in the wee hours of the morning when the energy is still. All right, over here. Go back and rewatch that. That's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes and donations. Thank you for showing up for me and supporting me and being there and dealing with me while I navigate the things that I'm navigating with my own situations. And don't forget to check out the New Earth Guide Book to Healing and Ascension on Amazon. And stay tuned for podcast episodes and check out Frequency and Figures, my collaborative channel with Dr. Bauer Tova over here on YouTube as well, if you've not yet subscribed to that channel. And you can work one-on-one with me and book a recorded reading with me as well. All links are in the description box below. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace, squad.